Okay, so I'm in Illustrator, and what I did was basically create a 8.5 by 11 document, and I kept it in inches, and I kept to one artboard because I'm only going to be exporting one poster. So those are my dimensions, and this is the artboard that I'll be using. And what I want to do first is create my skull shape for my Dia de los Muertos mask, because that's what I want to be starting off with first. It's pretty much the main element of my poster. So what I do is I start with the uh, ellipse tool, and you can make your skull whatever way you want, but I prefer to still create in shapes just because it's a little bit easier to replicate and also render. So I will start with a few shapes, and then I will move onwards with the detail. So I have the ellipse, and I made it into an oval as opposed to a square because the skull has a little bit of an oval shape to it, and I'll start assembling the rest of the face as so. So we have the oval. Then I want to select the round rectangle tool, right? So draw this on top of the ellipse, like so. Then what I want to do is I want to go into the star tool, and I want to double click and make a 3-point star, which would be my triangle. So I click that, and notice that I'm using rounded edges, and I want to make sure that my rectangle is also like that too. So I go into the direct select tool, and you'll notice those little circles that have a dot inside. So when you click on those and you drag them in, you'll get your rounded corners. And that's what we want to do for the whole image, pretty much, is keep it nice and friendly, and then just maintain that overall look and feel throughout. So I'm trying to put together my skull. As you can see, I'm working on the bottom jaw line right here. Okay, so once I have the basic shape ready to go, what I'll do is I'll select all my shapes, and I want to make sure that I go into my Pathfinder tool. Actually, it's the Align tool, and I want to make sure that this is centered. Then I will go into my Pathfinder tool and go into Unite, and I've basically created the template for my skull. And then what I'm going to do eventually is build on this shape. I'll put the eyes, I'll put the nose, and I'll put the teeth, and then eventually create those intricate drawings and patterns that you saw in the examples I showed in the intro video. So I'll see you in the next video when I start to build more detail into my poster.